All right, so I'm just an idiotic, stupid dog. I'm gonna keep this brief. I almost got my hackles up. My hackles almost rose up on my back and my hair started to stand on end, but then all of a sudden it didn't because I'm so old. I'm not gonna muster up that much energy over comments that I perceived from the adherents to be a little bit, I don't want to say disparaging. They weren't disparaging. They had a hint of a challenge. There was a hint of a showsman's upsize, whatever you call that when you try to show somebody up a little bit. There's a hint of it, you know. So I don't know if it was Cody Fancy Pants or King Cobra Rules. I think King Cobra Rules say, hey, but how about something to do with, I guess I cut a little shine against Ron DeSantis. Who else knows what I did? Who knows what else I did already? I'm stirring up the controversy. But anyways, so I think it was King Cobra Rules says, hey, how about the protein powder in reference to the cocaine that they found in the White House? First off, I'm just a idiotic, stupid dog. I don't mess around with drugs. I'm not pro-drug. I drink bourbon. And one time, a couple times, the man was smoking weed. I got a contact high. But anyways, the problem I have with it is cocaine is an elitist drug. That's for all them elitists who think they're better than everybody else and they're above it all. Don't mess with cocaine. Weed is a little bit more of what you would call an egalitarian drug. You know, that's more a drug of the people. So if they would have found a little bit of weed, it would have set a little bit better with me. But what else can I say? Then Cody Fancy Pants, he said something else. He was challenging me on some other issue. I can't remember what it was now. First you had the cocaine issue, and then you had something to do with Ron DeSantis and something somebody's doing, and I can't remember. I wish I could. I wish I had it within me to be able to figure this crap out, you know what I'm saying, once and for all, so to speak. But, you know, if I had to, whatever, have an edit, and maybe it would be a silent, smooth edit, you wouldn't know. But Cody Fancy Pants was saying a shout out to Ron DeSantis. Listen, I don't have a problem with Ron DeSantis other than the fact he's extraordinarily womanly. He's got that Karen woman thing, you know? He's like a super pronounced Karen. He's a Karen's Karen. But that's just my opinion. Everyone knows it. He's a very effeminate man. But that's all right. You know, it's okay. It doesn't matter if he's one step away from a sex change operation. His aura or his persona is very lilting and light. You know, he's got that bitchy kind of Karenish quality with the feathered hair and just getting upset about everything. Oh, Ronnie, don't get that upset, Jeepers Creepers. But anyways, regardless, what I think it was Cody Fancy Pants says he outlawed immigrant labor in Florida. And do you have a comment about that? But here's the comment that should have registered in your brain instantaneously. All the shitty jobs that the white people don't even want to do, like being gardeners or pool people or whatever. But let's face it, your lettuce, your vegetables, your oranges, if you're going to outlaw and run off, you're going to have to find some white people to get in there and start picking the lettuce. And you're going to have to pay these people like $15, $16, $28 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Lettuce is going to go from like $2 a head to like $12 a head. Why? You know, lettuce, iceberg lettuce, it's a delicacy these days. They drove out all the migrant workers. So now to get the lettuce picked, the farmer either has to pick it himself or he has to pay $28 an hour to the hired help. So consequently, lettuce is going to be hovering around $14, you know, maybe down as low as $12.50 a head. That's all right. You know, that's okay. That's what you wanted. You didn't want nobody in here to do them jobs. You wanted to pay a lot more money to begin with, right? That is what you wanted. I mean, or it's either that or the most diabolical thing is that he's going to keep the ones that he can keep there, but he's really converting them from free human beings to slave labor. He's converting them from a free human to a slave. But, okay, they're trapped there. They could get out of Florida. They could leave. If they decide to stay, what Ronnie Boy's saying is you're going to have a ceiling from this point onward. And don't you dare come up and try to get your rights. Don't you dare try to start voting. Don't you dare try to put pressure on us. You are the Unterman. You are the second class. You are in the caste system. You're down a notch or two less. You get a lot less. We're dehumanizing you. We don't want you to think that you're equal because we want to hold you down, in effect, make it a semi-paid, semi-slave class. So you got those two things. So one of the others is the thing. You're either converting humans, free men, to slaves, which is the devil's work, as you well know. You know that's the devil's playground. Or you're going to start paying $14 a head of lettuce. It's okay. It's all right. That's the way it should be. But, besides all that, so that is the way it should be. But, it shouldn't have been contentious between us. It shouldn't have been a tit for a tat. It shouldn't be whatever you say when you try to show up the other guy because you disagree with his thinking or his thoughts or his premise. So I apologize. The one thing I want to say is, Cody Fancy Pants and the other guy, Lala LaGrange, and the other one there. You guys, it was great to hear from you nevertheless, but Mimi Mechanics, he came through with what you would say a true, genuine, touching, whatever you would say, comment. His comment really reached the dog's heart. It really made me feel like, whatever, a kinship or whatever you would say, an inclusivity. Whatever you would say, a bond. So Mimi Mechanics, thank you for just saying, hey, you missed me, because I missed you guys. Whatever. It's all right.